As you know, the Utica Devils was actually the first AHL franchise in Utica back in 1987 to 1993. So there is a lot of connection here too. So I know that's why Rob Ash said that everyone will be so comfortable with what's going on. So I wanted to just ask you first, what most excites you about this new 10-year partnership between the New Jersey Devils AHL team and the Utica Comets?
Oh, I think it's the community of Utica. It's the we've laid down some roots there. This is where a lot of great New Jersey Devils started their careers. The fan base there, I know, are passionate about their hockey team. And I think the other thing that I have to mention is actually working with Robert Esch, and how excited we are as an organization to work with a first-class person. He's done wonders there with the community and the Comets, and the making of a first-class American Hockey League franchise excites us, knowing that we're in great hands, and we know we're going to be playing in front of passionate fan base that loves hockey, loves the Comets, but will love the Devils, and this long-term relationship should really grow the passion for both organizations.
Do you, from your position as the Devils GM right now, do you have any particular goals or vision that you want to set for the AHL franchise as it makes this move? Is there any way that, to not just say, okay, our team's here, everything's great the way it is, but is there anything else that you have in mind maybe about what your goals are for the New Jersey Devils AHL team in Utica and ways to even bring things even further forward into the future?
Well, first and foremost, it's building a relationship for our players and the community, whoever's there, having the community of Utica be proud of the players that come through Utica. I mean, there's only one way to get to New Jersey, and that's through Utica moving forward. So relating to these players, identifying them, understanding them, being their fans for a long period of time as they come through the process through Utica. I think, it's not just about just play the kids and we'll give them experience. Winning is a culture. So having youth, we feel we've drafted well. We feel like we can develop well. And if we're coming through there has to be a winning culture. So we'll surround our kids with good veteran players who we feel can help them grow, help them understand what winning is. And the fans of Utica deserve that. And that's our goal, is to have that winning mentality each and every year with the end goal of producing National Hockey League players.
Fantastic. And do you at this time expect that the same coaching staff will be intact that was in Binghamton now and move it, they'll be here in Utica next year?
I don't anticipate a change unless there's something that, comes across my plate with, someone has a change of heart. I think our coaching staff has done a really good job. This year was, like I said, the only thing I was concerned about this year. To be honest with you, I don't even know why they keep stats this year. I just think it's a complete development year because kids have missed so much hockey. Winning and losing did not matter to me this year because of how little some of these kids have played. So, that's our coaches have done a really good job of teaching these kids and understanding we're very young, and we've got so many PTOs and AHL deals that we just signed, which giving kids an opportunity. But the ultimate goal this year was just to get our young prospects playing and competing and feeling the puck and understanding situations and not losing that skill set. I mean, some of these kids hadn't played a game in 18 months. So that was the ultimate goal, and I think our coaching staff has done a really good job, and they're trustworthy, that's for sure.
But that does bring up one more thing that I will just ask you about, which is the New Jersey Devils, you're right, are such a young team, and I know we were joking about it to start, but traded away some of the veteran players that might have been free agents after the year, etc. So this team, there have been a lot of NHL debuts recently for the New Jersey Devils, and that means that really the Utica fans are going to have a chance to see guys who really can make that jump to the the NHL team pretty quickly, and that the opportunities are there as compared to maybe a team that's got its veteran lineup intact at all times. So that seems like it could be something also exciting for the fans to see. And I'm sure maybe you have thoughts on how that's something that you might even market, or that the Comets will put on display, that these guys really are half a step away from playing for the NHL club.
That's the goal, is to develop National Hockey League players in a culture that you can sustain winning and understand and compete and work every day. And the fans of Utica will get nothing less than that. They're going to see kids who we want to promote, we want to develop, we need to develop. If we want a chance to win Stanley Cups in the National Hockey League. So that's the most important thing is developing our players in Utica. And I think when we never want to put the cart before the horse, right? Like, you can't just win and then develop. You've got to develop and then develop a winning attitude, and then winning comes. But I think it's surrounding those kids with the right veterans, and don't forget, you can only have 5 of those veterans, so you're really going to be still pretty young. But it's finding the right people, and the people who want to be in Utica is the most important thing to me when we start looking at free agents in the summer. That we feel can help us develop some of our young players, help us develop a winning culture. But the most important thing is they got to want to be in Utica. And I think what Robert and his staff have done there have made Utica, if not the best, one of the best American Hockey League teams in the league. Definitely out east. I don't know if you can compare Utica to San Diego, but as far as out east and the passion of that fan base, it should be a destiny for some free agents.